afraid you're forgetting a language you worked so hard to learn, keeping up with a foreign language can be really tough, especially if you don't use it every day. In this video, I will show you how to avoid losing your progress and integrate this language into your life. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel at Monvie. So let's get started. These tips fit all the learners. Whether you're a beginner, you can add these daily connections to your studying plan. Or if you are an advanced speaker and you don't learn this language actively anymore, so you just don't want to lose your progress and maintain your level. You can do that not necessarily daily, just several times per week. It'll be enough because most of these tips, they don't even require that much time. Also, if you want, you can choose just one connection that you like in accordance to your goal. And now let's get to the tips. Listen to a language. It's the easiest way to not forget a language by consuming content in it. It's kinda a passive one, but still, you listen to this language on a regular basis. You can even learn new words and phrases that you notice during this process of listening. The most convenient for me is, of course, series, because you just look for one series once and then you can watch it during a certain period of time. Firstly, you don't need to look for something new each time, and secondly, you're more motivated to watch this series because you're into plot and it's the whole story. Next way is YouTube, and it's also great, especially if you want to watch videos on certain topics and overall you want to listen to natives. By the way, for YouTube, I advise to create a separate email for content just in your target language, or if you have several languages, also for each new language, create a new email. Don't watch content in your native language and your target one using just one Google account, because everything will be mixed and you will need to spend quite a lot of time to find something decent to watch. Comparing to series, it's easier, but you can still use it if you want to. Also, podcasts and music. It's super convenient because you can listen to that during doing something or even going somewhere. Oh, and as for music, I really like re-listening to one song plenty of times, so I look for lyrics rather than to sing along with a singer. As I said, YouTube, series, and podcasts, these are all a passive way of maintaining your level and listening skills. If you're focused only on them, you can lose your progress in speaking, reading, and writing. So if you have that in your main goal, I advise you to pay attention to other areas as well. Don't just focus on listening. Do hobbies in your target language. It's such a great way for practicing to combine your hobby with learning a language, as you like spending your time on this hobby. So for you, it will be even more interesting to do that in your target language because you have these two interests, this hobby and your target language that you're trying to learn. For instance, if you are into sports, you can look for workouts in your target language. Into cooking, look for recipes. With photography, it can be different tutorials in your target language. So you integrate this language into your life and you start using it even unconsciously. As for me, I'm into sports and dancing, so I look for workouts in Spanish and English, and as for dancing workouts, they are almost always in French. And you know, it's such a wonderful moment when you understand that you weren't just learning this language just for learning, but you actually use it in your day-to-day life and it's useful for you to talk to people. This tip is the most effective one because you use a language actively. You improve already two things at the same time: your comprehension skills and speaking. In other words, your fluency level. So where to find all these people for communication? If you don't have such an opportunity to find someone in your city, like offline, you can do that online. Discord servers, exchange websites, apps, even by talking to people several times per week, it will be enough for maintaining your level. Personally, as I don't learn English and Spanish daily anymore. I just use them in my day-to-day life. I talk to people in these languages quite often. Consume social media. Social media are a part of our life, so it's an amazing way to maintain a level in your target language. Just subscribe to several accounts in your target language and you'll get your daily dose of content in a target language from natives. You can follow accounts which you want, but as for me, mostly I follow only those accounts that can teach me something. They provide tips, new vocab, etc. By consuming social media, you already improve not only your listening, but your reading as well. For example, now I consume social media in all my languages that I learn, but most of the content is of course in English, so by this I never forget it, as I see it everywhere. Even though my phone is in French language and I have like plenty of Spanish accounts, but English is everywhere because it's an international language found in your target language. You can switch your phone language even when you're not fluent in this language, just at the beginning of your learning journey, as you know what all the buttons mean, so I think it will be not a problem for you at all. When you have your target language in your phone, everything is in it. Ads, social media, applications, Google accounts, settings, you name it. For instance, I got French ads on my Instagram quite often because my phone target language is French. Also, when you have a target language in your phone, you're more motivated to search out the information in the same language, as it's a normal thing for you since you have it in your phone. Search information in it. If you need to find something online, whether you need that for your job or you just decided to cook a new recipe, why not to use this perfect opportunity and to do that in your target language, as you have enough knowledge, so use that. You want all that content on social media, on the internet, just consume all of that in your target language, and by this you will integrate it into your life. It's not just those 2 Arabic or French classes per week. Now you see this language every day and you consume it. For instance, I have a question about something that I want to learn more. Let's take personality types. I look for this in my target language, whether it's English, Spanish, sometimes even French, because I already have a solid level in this language. In most cases, I ask ChatGPT because I don't want to waste my time just choosing the best website. Yeah, and I don't even remember when I was using my native language for searching something online. That was so long ago, really, because I know so many languages, so I'm used to use them in my day-to-day life. It's a normal thing for me, and it has to become a normal thing for you as well if you really want to learn these languages. Not just some basics and understand movies, I don't need anything else. No, in this case, I mean that you really want to understand, being able to communicate. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you soon in my next videos. Bye!